Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our first PU Computer Science online classes. In last class, we already started some important practical programs or the practical program of 11th standard. Correct, Nakia? So, we know that how to write the algorithm and about the flowchart and how to write the solution to the program, each and everything. Now, in today's class, we are going to complete some important program. It's a most important program. The question of the program, to write a program to find the largest, smallest and second largest of three numbers using simple if statement. As we know that in last class we know some important concept of the simple statement. Such a simple statement only called as the if statement and also called as the one way branch decision statement, and we know how it going to work. Correct, Nokia? That means we can say that it helps the programming language, or we can say that here, so one way branch decision structure, and this structure helps the programmer to decide whether a particular set of this statement should be executed or not. Correct? No? If the condition true, executing this statement. If the condition not true, not executing this statement. Maybe go to select to match the next condition. If it is true, executing this statement here. So we can say that this helps the programming language here whether a particular set of this statement should be executed or not. And whatever the decision is based on the condition. Correct? No? Maybe you are going to take the decision maybe true or false. It depends on the condition only here. As we know that condition true, executing this statement. So the decision is based on the condition and which can be calculated as true or false. Correct? No? True means sure, executing statement. False means not executing the statement, and we are going to skip, or we can say that the control skip this statement 1 and just go to execute the next statement in the program, maybe the statement 2. So this is the working of the simple if statement. Now just only how it going to work, now we are going to see in this program. So first of all, let's the question. As we know that the question is, in this program we are going to find out the largest, smallest and the second largest of three numbers using the simple if statement. Okay, by using the concept of the simple if statement we are going to solve this program. Okay, now later in this case, first of all, in case of this solution, I want to say here the first step in case of this solution here, that means just to find out three numbers, that means sure we need to take three numbers as a input here. So first of all, read the value of three numbers from the standard input device. Clear this point here? That means now I am going to input some value into the variable ABC through the keyboard here. So read the value of three numbers through the keyboard or from the standard input device. For example, here A value is equal to 7, B value is equal to 3 and C value is equal to 10. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾವ ರೀಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, A is equal to 7, B is equal to 3, C value is equal to 10. Okay, and the second step, sure, in this case the question is, first of all we need to find out the largest here. So first find out the largest of three numbers here. As we know that the three numbers are A is equal to 7, B is equal to 3, C value is equal to 10. Correct, Nokia? Now here just only my assumption, the first of all whatever the number is there, so here we can say that assuming that the largest that is equal to or A is the largest, as we know that the A value is equal to 7, correct now here? So I am going to write largest is equal to A. It is just only my assumption here. Still here I am not sure whichever is the largest. So first of all I am just assuming that the A is the largest. So largest value is equal to A, as we know that A value is equal to 7. Okay. So this is just only the assumption here. And later next one is the third step here. Now as we know that I already assumed one value is the largest, that is largest is equal to A value is equal to 7. Now later words I am compare the second number that is the B, correct? Now I am going to compare the second number B here and with the largest. Clear this point here? I am comparing the second number that is equal to B with the largest here. Okay, so C and the 7, okay, that is the B value is equal to 3 and the A value is equal to 7, as we know that the largest is equal to 7. It is just only the assumption, and later after the comparison now I am going to tell whichever is the largest here. As we know that here B value is less with largest, correct no here? The B value is less than largest, so here we can say that the largest does not change, it remains the same as 7 itself only, correct here? So we can say that when you are going to compare 3 and 7, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು 3 ಮತ್ತೆ 7 ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ B value is equal to 3 and A value is equal to 7 here. That means we can say that the B value is less than largest, correct? No, it is a B is less than largest here. So we can say that the largest does not change, it remains the same as 7 itself. So we can say that the largest value is equal to 7 only. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ? Okay, and later next one is now later words after next value I am going to compare with the largest here. So compare the C value that is equal to 10, correct? Now compare the third number that is C with the largest here. So here we can say that the C is greater than the largest. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು 7 ಮತ್ತೆ 10 ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, as we know that 7 that is the value of the A here and C value is equal to 10, as here we are comparing the number one after the another, correct here? So here we can say that when you are going to compare 7 and 10, the C is greater than largest, okay here? That means here we can say so largest value is equal to 10. So now we know that, so like that only we are going to do in case of the flow chart as well as the program and in case of the algorithm. So ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ largest ಹೇಗೆ ನಾನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ನಾನು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ assumption ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ largest value is equal to 7 ಅಂತ. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನಾನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ ವಿತ್ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಆಗ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ನಮ್ಮ B value is less. So here we can say that the largest not going to change, does not going to change, it remains the same as 7 itself only. 7 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ, okay, largest number. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಥರ್ಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ C ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ ಆಗ ನೀವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ C ನಂಬರ್ ವಿತ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್, ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ, now the C value is greater than the largest. So here we can say that so largest value is equal to 10. Clear this point here? The largest value is equal to 10 here. Now after completing the largest value here, now we are going to find out the smallest. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು with that we need to find out the second largest. Now I am going to find out the smallest value, okay, whatever or whichever is the smallest value out of 3 numbers here. So in this case we can say that, as we know that now next we are going to find out the smallest of 3 numbers, and in our smallest also the same number I want to use the number A value is equal to 7, B value is equal to 3, C value is equal to 10 only. Okay, now the smallest. So before going to compare, in my assumption here I am assuming that the first number is the smallest, so smallest is equal to A. So here we can say that the smallest value is equal to 7. Clear this point here? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾ just assumption ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ನನ್ನ first number is the smallest number here. So we can say that now we are going to find out the smallest of 3 numbers here, and assuming that the first number is the smallest, so smallest is equal to A, so A value is equal to 7, so we can write as the smallest is equal to 7. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? Okay, now after the smallest here, later words I am going to, in second step I am going to compare the smallest with next number, correct no here? So here I am comparing the second number that is equal to B value is equal to 3 here. So should remember it, here we are finding the smallest value here. Okay, so when you are going to take the second number, that is B value is equal to 3 here, so B value is less than smallest, correct no? ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು 7 ಮತ್ತೆ 3 ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆಗ ನಾವು very surely, very easily we can say that, anyone can say that about when you are going to compare, when you are going to find out the smallest value here, the smallest value, that means the 3 value is less than smallest value. Smallest ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿತ್ತು 7, so 3 value is less than smallest. Clear this point here? So now the smallest value need to change here, that means in second step the smallest value is equal to 3. Clear this point here? The smallest value is equal to 3. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನಮಗೆ just ಒಂದು smallest value ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಈಗ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು third number ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು smallest value ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ. Clear this point here? So ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದದು, when you are going to compare the assumption value that is equal to A, so A value is equal to 7 with the smallest value, the B value is less than the smallest here, so that means the smallest value we need to change in our second step, so I can write the smallest value is equal to 3 here, and later next one, after that sure I need to compare the next number, correct no? ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ second number ವರೆಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, now I want to compare the next number, as we know that the next value is the 10, correct here? So here we can say that when you are going to compare the 3 and 10, when you are going to compare the 3 and 10 here, so C is greater than, that means we can say that here the C value is greater, correct now? When you are going to compare with the smallest value, so here we can say that the smallest does not change, it remains the same as 3 itself only, so later words we can say that the smallest value, now just value, when you are going to compare with the 10 and 3 here, that means the smallest not going to change, it remains the same, so smallest value is equal to 3 only. So clear this point here? So that means here we can say that now we know that the largest value is equal to 10, in this case smallest value is equal to 3, correct no? Now we know that the smallest as well as about our largest value here, and after completing the smallest and largest, now let's find out the second largest of numbers here. So how to find out the second largest? Okay, the second largest of number, so we know that we can write as the second, SAC, I am writing as the SAC, that is equal to second underscore largest, as we know that one special character we can use just to write the or identify or to give the name to the variables, the special character is called as the underscore. Clear this point? So I am using second underscore SEC, sec underscore largest, here I am finding the second largest of the numbers here. So how to find out the second largest of the number? So we can say that to get the second largest of the numbers, in this case subtract, so the formula is the A plus B plus C and minus, later next one is the largest value plus smallest value. Okay kya? So this is the formula formula about our second largest number. To get the second largest of the numbers, that means here I am using one formula, or we can say that subtract the sum of largest and smallest from the sum of A, B, C. Okay, so this is the formula. ಹೇಗೆ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ, A plus B plus C minus largest plus smallest. So ಈ formula use ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು I can find out the result for the second largest number. Now let's, is it possible to get, okay, here. Now as we know that the A value is 7 here, and later B value is 3 and C value is the 10 here, correct now, and minus later next one largest value. While going to find out, we know that the largest value we got as the 10 in this case, correct now, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ 7 3 10 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು largest value is equal to 10. now just formula, otherwise solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. and later next one is the smallest value. ಈ ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿ smallest value ಯಾವುದು? so we can say that B is equal to 3. so 3 is the smallest value. so I am writing as 3 here. so clear this one by using the formula. that means to find out the second largest, subtract the sum of largest and smallest from the sum of A, B and C. okay here. so 7 plus 3 plus 10 ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ? 7 plus 3, that is 10. 10 plus 10, the value is 20. okay, minus, and 10 plus 3, the value is the 13 in this case. when you are going to subtract 20, that means here 13 minus 20, correct? now when you are going to subtract in this case here, so value will get as the 7. so here we can say that the 7 value should get it while going to execute the program, and this is the answer of the second largest of the numbers. so as we know that this one is the largest, correct now, and this number is called as the smallest in this case here, but we can say that this one is the first largest, but when you are going to compare, this is called as the second largest. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ? ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿದೆ? 7. as we know that the first largest is equal to 10 here, and the second largest is equal to 7, and the third largest is equal to 3, correct no? but here just in this program, why? because the question is the, we need to find out the largest, smallest as well as the second largest. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು? okay, now after getting the solution for the largest, smallest and the second largest here, now we'll go for the algorithm, how to write the algorithm for this program here. so as we know that whatever the algorithm, just such algorithm going to start by using the step 1. the step 1 is equal to start. okay, I am going to start the algorithm. so step 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು algorithm ಇದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಂದವೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. and later the second one, so ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಮಾಡುವ ಮುಂಚೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? first of all we need to input the variable into the program, but how many numbers we need to input? as we know that in program only they said about the 3 numbers here. so we can say that input A, B, C. okay kya? so 3 ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು input ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. that is about our input A, B, C. that means 3 numbers I inputted into the program here, or inputted into the program. okay, and later step 3. okay, now first of all, before going to make any comparison, sure we need to write one comment line as the find the largest among 3 numbers. okay here, and now just first of all I am going to find out whichever is the largest, correct no here. so it my assumption only the largest value is equal to A here. so ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? so here we can say that now just only find the largest among 3 numbers. okay, find the largest among 3 numbers. so I am writing as the largest value is equal to A here. the meaning is just only, it is just only the assumption among 3 numbers. I am going to find out whichever is the largest here. and this step 4 in this case here, now after knowing the largest value is equal to A, it is just only the assumption. later words I am going to compare the numbers one after the another by using the condition, correct no here? by using the condition here. so if largest. What about the largest here? That means the A value. Okay, should you have to remember it here. Largest means now whatever we got in our first step, that means the A is equal to largest. Largest is equal to A. Hagadre largest ಏನಾಯ್ತು? That the largest is equal to A only. Okay here. And later now I am going to use one condition. The largest, you should remember it, largest means that is equal to A. Okay here. So the largest here less than B. Okay, the largest value is less than B. If the largest value is less than B here, then sure, if the condition is true, then largest value is equal to B only. You have to remember it. So clear this point here. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, you should remember the condition. What's the condition? Which type of condition I am using, and after using such condition, what's the result we will get? You have to remember it here. So first of all, ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ? Assumption. It is just only the assumption. Largest value is equal to A here, and later words I am comparing the number one after the another with the largest number. So the second condition, that is our step 4, going to says about here, if largest value, okay, the largest value that is equal to A, the A value is less than B value. Okay here, if the condition is true, then sure we can say that the largest value is equal to B. Artha aita? You have to imagine it yourself. So A value is less than B, then largest value is equal to B here. We can say that now largest value is equal to B in this case here, and later, but also if the condition is not true here, then sure we are going to check the next number, that is equal to C number. So how I am using the condition? That means this one is the condition and this is the statement. Okay, if the condition is true, executing this statement here, and later next one is the step 5. Okay, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ largest value A ಮಾತ್ರ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಶೂರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಇದು ಎಸಂಪ್ಷನ್, ಅದರ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಟ್ರೂ ಆದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಶೂರ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ದಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಫ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಹಿಯರ್, whatever is the largest, maybe A is the largest or B is the largest, it depend on the condition, it depend on the numbers. You have to remember it here. So clear this one? Now B value is equal to largest here, so we can say that it depend on the condition, it depend on the numbers in this case here. So if largest value less than C, okay, largest value less ಇದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು C ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ the largest value is less than C. If the condition is true, then it executing the statement is the largest value is equal to C. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? ಸೊ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ವೆರಿ easily we can find out the largest number just by using the condition, as we know that how the condition going to work. The condition is going to based on the calculation. The calculation may be true or false. If the condition is true, sure executing this statement. Correct no here? So depend on the condition only here, it executing this statement. If condition is true, executing this statement. If the condition is true, executing the statement here. Any one condition after the matching of the condition with the other number, if it is true, then only executing the statement. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಇದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ ಕ್ಯಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೇಟರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ knowing whichever is the largest value among three numbers here, later words we need to find out, we need to write the algorithm for the smallest. Okay kya? So in our first step, just only I am going to find out the smallest among three numbers. Okay, now just only I am going to compare the three numbers here with the smallest. Okay, among the three numbers I am going to find out whatever or whichever the number is the smallest number. So first of all, the small value is equal to A. Okay, it is just only the assumption. In my assumption I am assuming that the first number is the small number, or we can say as the smallest number. So smallest value is equal to a value is to ಇದೆ, a value is equal to 7. Okay, here, so we can say that it is just only the assumption. Now I am going to find out here. Still here I don't know whichever is the smallest. Depend on the condition. After using the condition I can say it is the smallest number. Correct, no here? So just only before going to compare anything here, first of all we should remember it. We should assume one number or the first number is that is equal to the smallest number. So small value is equal to a. Artha aita kya? Later next one I am checking, I am comparing the smallest number with the other number here. So next condition, if smallest is greater than b. Okay kya? Smallest value is greater than b. Smallest yaudide? A value. Clear this point here? The a value is the smallest, as we know that in our assumption smallest value is equal to a kya? So smallest value is greater than b value. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ is greater than b value. So if the condition is true, it executing the statement is the smallest is equal to b only. So clear this point here about the smallest. Okay, now also if the condition is false, then sure we need to go for the next numbers. That means here 3 numbers are there. Maybe if 2 numbers are there, anyone going to execute. Correct, no here? Depend on the condition. Maybe here 3 numbers are there, means sure before checking the number only we can say whichever or whatever number is the smallest number. Later words I am checking the next number. If smallest greater than c. Clear this point here? So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ smallest ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕೂಡ ಇರಬಹುದು, depend on the number in this case here. So a or b. Clear this point here? So why? Because for each thing we return a value is equal to small, b value is equal to small. Clear this point here? So b value is equal to small. Okay, no, don't want any confusion. Let's will write smallest is equal to k. Otherwise if such condition is true, smallest is equal to b in this case here. And maybe if after getting a or b ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವುದು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಅದರ ನಂತರ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ಆ ಬಂದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು a or b ಯ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ತಕೊಂಡು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ನಾವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ greater than c here, then smallest is equal to c. So this type of statement going to execute. So later words we can say that now we know that whatever is the largest as well as the smallest in this case, after that sure we are going to find out the second largest. How we are need to find out the second largest? As we know that ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ as well as the smallest. So we can find out, we can get the second largest result as the by subtracting sum of largest and smallest from the sum of a b c. Correct, no? So ಹೇಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ನಾನು ಬರೀತೇನೆ, a plus b plus c minus largest plus smallest on that time will get all those result. So the point number 10 going to display the result of the largest here, the smallest here and the second largest. Okay, smallest and the second largest in this case. So whatever the result is that, so we can say that here it going to display all those result, and finally after getting the result we can say that we need to stop the algorithm. So artha aita? What about the algorithm in this case? So this is the very important program also here. So here just only we are going to find out the largest, smallest and the second largest. Okay, now after completing the algorithm, now let's about the flow chart. So in this flow chart, as we know that the first symbol we are using, the symbol name is the terminal, going to start the flow chart. And second one, we need to import some value into the program. So we are using the symbol is the input symbol, and here 3 numbers I am going to use. The numbers are a b c. Any variable name you can use, but I am using a b c here in this example. And later next one, next by using the process symbol. So you should remember whatever the operation or maybe in case of the assumption or whatever the calculation you are going to do, that means sure the symbol going to use, the symbol name is called as the process symbol. So in case of the largest here also I want to use the process symbol only. I am writing some information in our process symbol, that is the assumption of the numbers. Okay kya? So I am assuming that A is the largest, so largest value is equal to A. ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟಿಂಗ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. So here we can say that the large value, that means going to assign from right to the left. Okay kya? So largest value is equal to A here. So just only the assumption, and after assuming, now I am using some of the decision symbol. As we know that how to take the decision symbol. So this symbol is called as the decision symbol. So by using this symbol, I can make the decision. Okay, correct now? I can take the decision here. So we can say that largest is equal to A. Assumption ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ನಾನು next number ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ by using the decision symbol. So this type of the symbol, decision symbol here. So now in our decision, what I am going to write here, that means is largest value is less than B. Okay kya? The largest value is less. Clear this point? The largest value is less than B value here. So we can say that if the condition is true, okay, you should imagine it yourself what I am going to tell here. I am telling here the largest value is less than B value. Okay kya? If the condition is true, then sure largest value is equal to B. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಸಂಪ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವ ತರದ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ? ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್. ಓಕೆ ಕ್ಯಾ? ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್ ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಈಸ್ ಲೆಸ್ than B value. Okay, so if the condition is true, largest value is equal to B. Clear this point here? If the condition is false, that means whatever we are using, what's the value we are comparing, if the condition is not true, then sure we are going to take the next step. Okay kya? Three numbers are that. If the condition is true means our condition is largest value is less than B value. If the condition is true, largest value is equal to B. Okay, if the condition is false here, then sure we are going to take the next value, next comparison here. So is largest value, ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ರೆ A ಮತ್ತೆ C ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Clear this point here? So largest value is less than C. Okay, the largest value, whatever is the largest value is there, no, if such value is less than C value. Okay kya? If the condition is true, then largest value is equal to C. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ? So just one by one we are going to make the comparison here, and you should remember it, you should imagine it yourself properly what I am going to tell and what I said in this condition here. Okay, is largest value is less than C value here. So if the condition is true, largest value is equal to C here. And later next one here, still here we know that whichever is the largest value. Clear this point here? And after that, if both the condition are false, lastly we can say that large value is equal to A only. It depend on the condition, it depend on the numbers of the variables. Okay, so number ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಲಾರ್ಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಕಿಯಾ? ಸೊ ಲೇಟರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ now I am going to find out the smallest. Okay, and before going to find out the smallest, it's my assumption only. I am assuming that the first value that is equal to A is the smallest value. So I am using the process symbol just only for the assumption to do one operation. The assumption is the smallest value is equal to A. Clear this point here? The smallest value is equal to A here, and later I am using the condition. ನಾನು condition ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ? is smallest value greater than B. Okay, ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ? smallest value ಎಷ್ಟು? A. Okay, the smallest value A here. So A value is greater than B. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಯಾಕೆ A ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ? ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ smallest value is equal to A. So because of this, here smallest is there, so I am using as the A. The A value is greater than B value. Okay, A value is greater than B value. If the condition is true, smallest value is equal to b here. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಮಾಲೆಸ್ಟ್? b. a value greater, correct no? a value is greater than b value. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ b value less ಆಯ್ತು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ a value greater ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? ಸೊ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್, ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸೊ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ನಮ್ಮ a value ನಂಬರ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಈ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್? The a value is greater than b value, then true. If the condition is true, smallest value is equal to b here. If such condition is false, then sure we need to check the next number with the smallest number here. And how we are going to check? Is smallest is greater than c. Okay, the smallest value is greater than c. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು smallest ಅನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋ? Is smallest number greater than c? If the condition is true, sure smallest value is equal to c. Clear this point here? The smallest value is equal to c in this case here. So okay here, and after getting the largest value, smallest value, so you have to remember it before going to write. You have to think, you imagine it yourself, what's the condition I used here. It depend on the number, the condition going to maybe going to considered as the true or false. It depend on the numbers. So what's the solution I used? The same solution we are going to use in case of the algorithm as well as in the program. Okay here, no any changes in the condition of the program here, no any changes. So what's the solution is that in same manner I am going to use in the program here. So depend on the numbers only. So and you should remember it, what you are going to search, whether the largest or smallest here, and later after knowing the largest and smallest, sure we are going to display by using the output symbol, display the largest, smallest and the second largest here. As we know that the second largest is the, how we are going to find out the second largest? The second largest we are going to find out a plus b plus c minus here and largest plus smallest, correct no here? So largest plus smallest here. So we are going to write in the algorithm, we are going to write in the program, but in case of the flowchart, no need. If you want, you can write, okay, how to find out the second largest. If you don't want, directly you can display the second largest, and later words we need to stop the program here. So clear no? Now let's, after that we are going to write the coding of the program. After completing the solution to the largest, smallest and second largest of simple if statement, and also the algorithm, flowchart, now let's how to write the program of the simple if statement. So as we know that what's the program, or whatever the program is that, every program going to start by using the header file. Header file is the hash include angle bracket iostream.h here. So I started just by using the same header file, hash include iostream.h. As we know that I input, o output, stream are the object. The objects are sin and cout. So sin function is using to input value into the variable. Cout is using what's the value we inputted, or what's or we can say that sin is using which takes the input that is given by the user here, correct no? What's the input is that such value need to display means just we are using the O, that is called as the output, that is equal to the cout, okay? And later the second header file hash include conio.h, that means conio is using for CLR and get ch, okay kya? The conio header file spelling conio.h here for CLR and the SCR. And maybe if you used the end line and ZW in the program, then sure we need to use one more header file. The header file is the iomanip.h, okay kya? So the third header file iomanip.h, maybe any mathematical operations are there, you can use the math.h here. So depend on the program, we can use all those header files, okay? Now after completing the preprocessor directives, that is called as the header file here, linker section, then sure we need to start the program by using the void main open close, but should remember it, there is no any semicolon at the end here, and the main should be written in lowercase letter and should not be terminated by the semicolon, void main open close. And when you are going to using the flower bracket in the program, that means it indicates that it opening of the program, you are going to start the program, and after opening of the flower bracket, sure what's the variable are there we need to you need to use in the program, everything need to declare by using the data type. As we know that A is equal to 7, B value is equal to 3, C value is equal to 10. In this case, all value are whole number, WHOLE, all value are whole number without any fractional part. Okay, so I am using the data type is the int A, B, C, and finally statement going to terminate by using the semicolon. Artha aita ellarige? Okay. Now, not just only ABC, ಅದರೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್, ಮಿನಿ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ we need to declare. The variables are the largest, smallest, second largest. It depend on you how we are going to write the program, how we are going to identify the program. It depend on you. If you don't want LAR, if you want to write just L, you can use the letter L. Okay, it depend on you. But if you are declaring the largest instead of LAR here, if you are using L means like that, only wherever you are going to use such L letter as a largest, you need to use in the same manner. You should remember it. Clear this point? So ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಲಾರ್ that is equal to largest, small that is equal to smallest, and second underscore large. Clear this point here? Second underscore large that is equal to second largest here, and later everything going to declare by using the data type int here, and finally statement going to terminate by using the semicolon. Okay, now CLR SCR open close semicolon ಗೆ already ನಾವು header file ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇವೆ conio.h here. Now just only before going to compare any value, as we know that first of all we need to input value into the program here. So just I want to display the message. To display message we are using cout. Okay, and the operator here we are using as the stream. Here which operator? Stream insertion operator. Then later opening of the double quotation, enter 3 numbers. Maybe you want to enter one by one, you can enter sin A semicolon, sin B semicolon, sin C. So enter first number sin A, enter second number sin B, enter third number, like that you can use. Otherwise just only very simply we can use the method like the cascading input methods here. So in one time only, at a time only 3 numbers going to input value into the variables. Okay here? So I used the message as the opening of the double quotation, enter 3 numbers. Okay, and I want to use the colon also. I want to look my message attractive here. Then closing of the double quotation, semicolon, the statement going to terminate by using semicolon, and I am using the cascading method as the sin operator A, operator B, operator C, semicolon. sin ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೀಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಪರೇಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, now after that, now later next one I am going to start the program. I am making the comparison from one after the another among 3 numbers here. So in my comparison, before going to make comparison, first of all I am assuming that the first number as the largest. Okay, ಯಾವ number first ಇರ್ತದೆ? A value. So A value is the largest. It is just only the assumption. So how I am using lar value is equal to A. Okay, it is just only my assumption. And after assuming, now I am going to use the condition. How I am using the condition? If B value greater than large. ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ? Simple if here. As we know that means we can say that which help the programmer to decide whether a particular statement should be executed or not. Okay here? And the condition, that means the decision is based on the condition, can be calculated true or false. Okay here? And later ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ ನಾವು just assumption ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಎ ಕ್ಯಾ. ಲೇಟರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಫ್ ಬಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ greater than lar. Okay kya? The b value is greater than lar kya? Then this statement going to display large value is equal to b. Correct no? Condition ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? b value is greater. b value greater ante ಅದರ ನಂತರ largest value. So b value is greater than lar. That means the statement going to display ಈಗ display ಆಗ್ತದೆ statement. If you want you can write in next line also. Okay kya? So otherwise you can write in the same line but it's better to write in the next line. So this is called as the condition. Till here whatever I use, so we know that the condition must be put inside the parenthesis. Okay, so this is the condition and this one is called as the statement. If such condition is false then sure we need to go to check the next condition. Next condition ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? If c value greater than lar value. Okay kya? c value is greater ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು a ಮತ್ತೆ b ಅನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಯೇ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೇ ಬಿ a is the largest or b is the largest. Anyone will get as the largest here and whatever the largest value is that such value is compared with the next value. Okay kya? So if c value greater than lar, if the condition is true this statement going to execute. This statement is the large value is equal to c semicolon. Okay kya? So the statement going to terminate by using the semicolon. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So ಈ just 3 step ಅಲ್ಲಿ now we can say that now we find out the largest value. Okay, it possible to find out the largest value and later like that only the same method going to apply for our smallest and I am assuming that the first number as the smallest. Correct no? How we used in case of the largest to find out the largest and in that before going to compare any number just only in our assumption we are assuming that the first number as the largest. Like that only in my assumption the first number as the smallest. First number ಯಾವುದು? Smallest value is equal to a here. Okay, and statement going to terminate by using the semicolon here and later after taking the first number as the smallest later words I am comparing such a smallest number with the next number with the second number. Second number ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ? If b value here less than small, b value less than small value. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ? b value is less than small value. If the condition is true small is equal to b. Clear this point? It is the statement and if the condition is false maybe the condition is true this one going to execute. a ಮತ್ತೆ b ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದರ ನಂತರ ಈ ಎರಡು ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ sure maybe if such b value is not equal to small that means sure a is the smallest. Later what such a is going to compare with the third number. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Clear this point? Here comparison going to occur one by one here among 3 numbers, still 3 numbers only. Okay, so if c value less than small, if the condition is true small is equal to c. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ? So we can say that this c value is small value is equal to c here and later after getting the largest and the smallest after completing after comparing among 3 numbers will get the largest and smallest. As we know that in our algorithm after getting the largest value as well as the smallest value we need to make the calculation for the second largest calculation. ಹೇಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ second largest calculation? That means subtract sum from the sum of here or subtract the sum of largest and smallest from the sum of a, b and c. Okay here, so just I am going to make the calculation for our second largest. So second largest is equal to a plus b plus c minus large plus small and closing of the parenthesis semicolon. As you should know it, every statement going to terminate by using the semicolon. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ largest ಅನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ, smallest ಅನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಿದ್ದೇವೆ, depend on the condition, depend on the numbers here and also we know that the second largest answer also. Now all those answer I want to display on monitor one by one, then sure I am using C out. Okay kya? The C out operator ಓಪನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅದು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್. such answer or such word going to display as a message on screen on monitor computer screen. So largest value is equal to lar. Okay, so lar anta hege output hege namge sigtade. So here the output will get as the largest value is equal to, first of all we need to enter the value. First of all we need, ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಂಟರ್ 3 numbers. We need to enter the value 7, 3, 10. Okay, kya? Then later when you are pressing the enter key, after comparing, the compiler going to process. Okay, kya? The compiler going to make the comparison after one after the another, and after knowing the largest, smallest and the second largest, it just going to display the answer as the largest value is equal to 10. Smallest value is equal to whatever you going to write in the same manner it going to display as a message. Smallest value is equal to 3 here, and the second largest value is equal to 7. So like that we'll get the output. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ 3 ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಸಿಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ನಾವು ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಈ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಂಟರ್ 3 numbers here. We need to enter the value, and after the compiler doing operation each and everything, after knowing after using the condition, comparing the condition with one to another here, and after getting the answer, when you are pressing enter key here, it going to display largest value is equal to 10. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. You should remember it. Whatever you are going to write, it should going to display as a message, and without double quotation giving the value, what's the value we are providing to the variable, such value, and should remember it here. The large, how we are going to declare, in same manner we need to write. Okay, in case when you want to display as a value of the numbers here. So arthaita, and later next one, such program after writing each and everything, largest, smallest and second largest, later words it going to complete the program here. As we know that get ch open close semicolon and closing of the flower bracket, the function of the get ch, it reads the character from the keyboard but does not display character on the screen. And when you are pressing the any button, when you are going to press enter or any button, it going to display all those information one by one here. Correct? No? So this is the function of the get ch. So arthaita, ee program, it's a very important program also for theory as well as the practical. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.